it's springtime out here at the ranch, and I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about herd management and another way of being able to grow bighorns by using some of the Big&J products. Just filled up my protein feeder, but along with filling and feeding protein in the spring and summertime during the growing season, I'm also going to be using the Big&J mineral products, the Big&J Meltdown, which is the liquid mineral, and the Big&J Legit, which is a brand new granular style mineral that with both of them, dig a little hole and pour it in, mix it in, and give it a little time, and those deer will start hammering it. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about how I do it. Just gonna dig a little hole, you know. Doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It can. I don't even know if there's a specific depth or what, but I'm just gonna dig mine a few inches because out here you get more than a few inches down and it's pretty rocky. But you know, you can put these really anywhere. There's a lot of people that put them away from their feeding sites, like on trails or near a bedding area. My mindset on it, with anything out here at the ranch, is I want it to be convenient. I want it to be convenient for the cattle. I want it to be convenient for deer, especially during the growing season. It gets so hot here in Texas in the summertime that the deer won't actually get up and spend that many hours or minutes, if you will, eating, consuming the protein and the nutrients that it takes to grow bigger horns. So I've got my feeding site, my protein site right here. There's a creek in the bottom. That's a big bedding area back off behind us. There's water down in the creek. There's a pond about 200 yards from us. I've got the mineral right here next to the protein, so they can have their free choice of what they want, when they want it, or they can get both. So it's all about making things less stressful for the deer, and where they can spend more time when they are up and grazing, feeding on the protein, not having to travel far, not putting stress on them, especially in the summertime, because the heat will actually wear down on them pretty quick. Now I want to show y'all the Legit. This is brand new this year, and it's actually my first time to use it. But it's pretty neat. It's just a granular form, just like that. Pretty cool. But we're just gonna mix this in and rock and roll. And you know, it may take some time for these deer to get used to it. That's okay. Just gonna kind of mix it in with the soil. And you know, as it rains, this stuff's gonna melt into the ground. They're gonna get used to it. Okay, so not gonna really go very far. Just a little bit further back, I'm gonna make a spot for the Meltdown. And you don't have to do it like this. I'm mainly just doing it for convenience of time, for my sake, and for the deer. It's also kind of interesting to have two right next to each other to see which one they like better. I'm always wanting to do tests and analysis on things to see how the deer react and adapt and eat and things like that, because I don't want to waste my money on something that the deer aren't going to be really consuming. And I sure don't want you guys that are watching this to go out and try a product and say, well, you know, that never worked, or this and that. You know, it's all about trial and error, and some things work better for other people than others, but you know, it's the way it is. All right. we're in a really clay area, clay-based soil. So that's pretty cool. Meltdown turns blue, just like that. It comes in a granular form. But so now what I'm gonna do, just pour it in. And this stuff will crystallize when it comes in contact with oxygen. So, you know, you may come back in a spot and it's gonna probably look white. That's nothing out of the ordinary. Now I'm gonna mix it in. I'm gonna mix it in a little bit better here than I did the other side because this ground is a little bit more clay based, and as much rain as we've had, it's not gonna leach down into the soil as much. But so you really just kind of almost make it a little mud hole, and that's it. It's your Big&J spring and summer growing tips using mineral along with your protein and other products. Go check them out, bigandj.com.